What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Liquored Up. I'm your host, Sean. With me today are Kevin, Kyle, and Jake.
Kill him.
Burn it with fire.
I forgot to take my shot.
Oh my god.
He was
Or
trying
to do a
take his
shot.
first
I didn't even.
Oh,
I'm
here.
just gonna.
I didn't even.
Yeah. No, take some
No.
of the bourbon. Take some of the bourbon.
Here, man.
Take some of the bourbon.
I got you, bro.
Bourbon is
You're gonna
good.
regret it,
Bourbon
and I'm gonna
is
help you
good.
regret it.
Whoop. Here you go.
Woo.
Boom. This is really good bourbon. So
It is really
you
good
better
bourbon,
enjoy it.
but shots of bourbon suck.
It's not. It's like $16 a bottle.
It's good bourbon in the sense that it's better.
To be
than
fair,
Jake says it's good bourbon. You believe him?
I'm backing up my man. You
that's
know?
like on my 21st birthday when they told me that I was
Coulda-
getting top shelf tequila for licking the toad, and
No.
it was not.
You
It
could
It was
not.
really bad tequila.
You could have told us then it was anything worse. I'm trying to back you up, man. It's good bourbon. Cut out that
This
other
is-
shit.
That's a tough shot, man.
It really is. Next topic is going to be Kevin's.
It's good bourbon.
Smooth. All right, topic
breathe in
boy.
fire?
Give us that
So-
hot topic.
I want to. You okay?
I don't know.
I don't shop there.
It kicks you straight in the throat, doesn't
A
it?
little bit.
Like Bruce Lee.
You guys are bitches.
The first topic, you were like,
No.
Just
They don't.
staring in the camera. Like,
They don't remember that. That was 3 days ago. Shh.
that's true.
he's got a point.
That was so close.
No, it wasn't.
I want to talk
do
about.
it. Do it. Damn it.
I want to talk about the upcoming NFL season.
Woo!
Packers.
I want to talk
Packers.
about not the Packers.
I'm
Packers.
voting for the Maple Leafs.
The Maple Leafs. Oh,
Are
crap.
we
So-
talking about NHL?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super Bowl predictions. I want maybe the best teams this year. We can go division by division if you want, but I'll have to look that up because I don't even remember.
I don't either.
all of them.
Who's in every division?
Packers.
Do you think they're making it to a Super Bowl?
No.
No, they're going to make it to the playoffs, obviously, because our
Our division is
sucks.
full
other
of
than us.
balls and terrible, terrible players and retarded coaches.
So we'll go with like legit, not just because it's your favorite team. I want to know who you really think will make it to the Super Bowl or win the Super Bowl this year.
Win or who's going?
Who's gonna win?
Who's going to win the Super Bowl this year?
Now you're talking to people who don't play fantasy football, so I don't know who
I mean,
swapped
To be
teams.
fair, I play fantasy football.
You don't know anything.
So how about
I just
we
bid people up. That's all I do.
How about we start with Kevin because it's his topic. He should already have his
I
predictions.
will argue against whatever you say. So just give me what you got. Jaguars.
No, they're not.
Jaguars.
They'll be lucky to make
The
the
Rams.
playoffs.
Like
no,
positive.
not the
They'll be
Rams
lucky to
either.
make positive.
Yeah, they can make
Raiders.
500.
The Raiders.
games.
Yeah.
Raiders might.
Yeah, they've kind of turned it around.
They
have.
were all right.
Really funny. Yeah. They've been that comical team for a while, and they're actually starting to play good football again.
I hate to say it, but
The Bears?
no.
The
Oh,
Bears.
God, no.
Yeah, that's
Well, you
use
said
our-
you hate to say
let's
it.
use-
So I was
is he a
No,
rookie
like-
quarterback or is he second
The
year?
Bears.
Who
The Bears,
adopted Cutler now?
Dolphins.
Dolphins, yeah.
Only
yeah, that's right.
because Tannehill
Because Mike
got
was
hurt.
pissed.
Yeah.
He
Dolphins.
still drafted him though. Patriots.
It's pretty probable.
You
I
think
mean,
so?
they've got
I mean, like,
they never lose anybody. They always gain
Well, they
good
just
players.
lost Edelman.
they don't have. Yeah, they don't have
He-
a lot of
he tore
receivers.
his ACL.
Ooh.
But it doesn't matter because Brady can
Yeah.
throw to anybody.
Well,
make
I
anyone
mean,
look good.
yeah. Once you let a couple PSI out, you can really get it where you need to get it.
The entire city of
Got him.
The entire city of
New England?
New
New
England.
England. It's not a fucking city. Not a fucking city. They're
New
all
England
going
Patriots.
fuck you.
They're Boston.
Seahawks are
Yeah,
always potential contenders.
They're always I don't know if they'll make it this year. I think the Falcons have a legit chance of getting back.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, whether or not they shit the bed again at the last minute is up to the.
They blew it, dude.
They're going, maybe going. They're not winning.
Yeah.
What about the Cardinals? Are they still-
They've been on like the cusp.
Did
for a
they
while.
lose anybody?
No.
Because
Well,
they were so close to being really good, and then they fell
They just
apart at
blew
the
it.
last minute.
Yeah. I see them making the playoffs. That's about it. Though.
Sure. Well, and they're not. some of those divisions down in the like Southwest are really tough.
Mm-hmm.
You know, think about the Chargers and the is it the 49ers and
They're not doing anything.
no, the 49ers are falling apart. They've sucked for like they only beat the Packers in the playoffs every so many years, but that whole division down there always has 3 or 4 really good teams. And
I'm gonna pull up the divisions. Who do you think's gonna win the Super Bowl, Sean?
I'm not as well versed in
Also pull it
the
up.
sports as you.
the sport,
The
Yes,
sports.
the sports, the sports,
the ball moving sports,
The
not
throwing of the pigskin.
Just type in football divisions is the first thing. You hit the little arrow.
But out of everything that you said, I'd probably have to say,
The Browns.
Steelers are always somehow a contender. Also, Seahawks absolutely. Yeah.
yeah, I think the Seahawks, regardless of what happens with them, like they're pretty decent. So
Kyle?
I gotta choose somebody that no one else chooses, and someone who's supposedly gonna come from behind and win it all.
Those are always the best ones.
Those are the ones. And
Like, I really enjoyed the Packers Super Bowl winning team because they were a
they
wild card.
fought through the gauntlet.
They had to go
get there.
through the highest amount
Dude,
of teams.
Aaron Rodgers deserves another Super Bowl win. The man
does.
is freaking amazing and just gets shit on
Their defense
year
has been
after
trash.
year in the playoffs.
Their
man.
defense has been trash the last few years.
Yeah, I think they need to fix a lot of things, and then he'll be able to do his thing. But I don't know. Sometimes it's like, oh well, he
and
just had
he
a bad
needs to
game.
not get injured every year.
He
Well,
may-
his-
He's not.
Yeah,
He gets injured sometimes, but he still.
He still
plays
plays
through
like a badass. And the problem is, like, the past couple of years, his offensive line has just been trash. Like, he just has no protection in the pocket.
I don't know, man. You see some of the plays from the season before where
His
he's got
best throws are
8-second
from out of the pocket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, even then, like I was watching a highlights video from last year where it's just 8 seconds of protection, where he's just
I mean, they get a lot of protection
Yeah.
when they
Making
do.
a sandwich.
Yeah.
Calling his mom.
yeah. The problem for one of those plays, one of your offensive linemen sprains an ankle and he's out for
But
3 games.
I think a really good pickup for the Packers is Martellus Bennett, the new tight end. He killed it last year with the Patriots, and I think he's going to be really good with the Packers too.
The problem, the Packers never give the ball over to a tight end.
Now they will.
They did when they had Finley. He was, but then he like destroyed his spinal cord and he's no longer playing.
Just like they run it way less than they should.
Well, now Hamburger Eddie is not.
True, Hamburger Eddie.
I've actually never heard
Man.
that phrase before.
I didn't either until we
Man,
drafted
Man,
that.
he frustrated me so much.
Spin
like,
move, spin
he,
move,
he
spin
had
move. It's like me
such-
playing Madden.
Concussion.
His first season with the Packers was so good, and everybody was like, "Yeah, we finally have a running back." No, because he runs. There will be an opening, and he runs dead into the other team, and I'm like,
he
"Dude,
thinks he's so big he could just truck
Yeah.
over people.
no,
Then he gets a
no,
concussion.
you're eating hamburgers. You're not muscle." And then you
He's
just
slow.
get stopped. Yeah. Oh God, he frustrates me.
So who are you picking?
Oh god, I want to pick someone from like the South divisions, but I don't know who to choose. It's one of those like, should I pick New Orleans? No, they're not good. Should I pick?
Well, I mean, New Orleans got AP now.
They do, and it's not going to be actually. If I would have chosen a couple of teams from last year, the Minnesota Vikings would have been in it
Slow
because
them
all of
down,
a sudden they became amazing and they had a good quarterback and they had a running back, but now they don't have either. I think he lost.
Sam Bradford's still the quarterback.
Is Bradford? Who was the other guy?
They had Teddy Bridgewater.
Bridgewater,
but he,
yeah.
blew up his leg.
Oh, okay. I don't know if he was ever coming back or not.
I don't think he is.
I'm
They
not
said he
sure.
could probably never play again.
What about Drew Brees? Is he still around?
Yeah, he's on the Saints.
What about the Broncos, man?
That dude has been playing for the Saints forever, man.
They
My
went
first
with like only a
fantasy year-
defense. Do they still have their defense, or did
Their defense is still pretty good.
Okay.
Offense is non-existent.
I'm trying to pick someone who no one chooses that might actually do something. The Cowboys aren't going anywhere. They're gonna try.
Well,
They're gonna fail.
I think
They
the
may
Cowboys,
do really well.
The Cowboys will be the best in
Who's their
division.
quarterback now?
Dak Prescott.
Prescott.
That's
I mean,
right.
he does well,
Yeah.
but I don't have any faith in him because every time they make it to the end, they just shit the bed in like the first playoff round. Like, how do you fail every year?
That's the Bengals.
That's the Bengals. Yeah. Well, the Bengals have they have like one amazing receiver and a really shitty quarterback, and somehow
He's average quarterback.
That's the way to go, though, rather than making it to almost the Super Bowl and then losing.
I want to say
Like the Packers do every year.
I want to say the Cardinals. I want to say
Cardinals.
that they're gonna get close again, and this will be their year. Just because I can't choose the Packers because I want to choose the Packers.
I mean, you can.
I mean, I would, and they're kind of an underdog just because the last couple of years they never really made it far. But I'll throw the Cardinals in there just in case I'm
Playoffs every
right.
year, but whatever.
What's that?
So I said, I mean, they made it into the playoffs every year.
They make
but
it in the
whatever.
playoff. Well, I mean, are you losing against the Bears?
Were they in the
Yeah.
playoffs last
The
year?
Bears are giving you the game.
Who'd they play?
They lost against.
Was it the 49ers or was it Atlanta?
Atlanta.
It was.
I think they lost
Atlanta?
with like the final
I think it was
shootout
Atlanta.
against it. Well, Atlanta obviously made it. to
I
the
think
Super
it was
Bowl.
Atlanta because this dude at work is always talking shit to me because I'm a Packers fan.
Who was winning, Jake?
I mean, I
Jaguars.
would love to see Aaron Rodgers get a second Super Bowl win. I think he really deserves it because he's one of the best quarterbacks of all time.
All time.
He said one of.
One of
One of the best of
one
all
of
time.
the best of all
He's
time.
already there. He's already
Yeah.
close.
Um,
He's got like 10 seasons, doesn't he?
but he just
Three
doesn't
of them on
have.
the bench.
He doesn't
I
have
don't know
the
if he's
luck
the best, one
behind
of the best
him.
of all time.
I would say either the Falcons or the Seahawks.
Fan of the birds, huh?
Yeah.
Squawk!
Squawk, squawk!
Okay. We'll go through the divisions real quick.
I mean, I agree. I think he is one of the greatest quarterbacks too. Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, you literally just have to look at the couple of plays that he's thrown the last 2 seconds of the game where
I think
he
that's luck.
he makes a
Luck has a
touchdown.
lot to do
Is
with
it really luck though, or is he that skilled where
I think
he
it's
just
luck.
threads the needle
I
perfectly?
think it's a lot of luck.
I think he's threading the needle.
AFC East.
man. Bills,
Dolphins, Patriots, Jets. We can all agree
Patriots.
the Patriots will win that one.
Patriots.
AFC West. The Broncos, Chiefs, Chargers, and Raiders. I think the Raiders will win that one.
Are the Chargers bad now?
They're
And the Chiefs
average.
Chiefs
Second
aren't taking
place?
the cake anymore.
No, the Chiefs aren't.
the Chiefs are okay.
But the Chargers fail.
Ravens or Steelers in the AFC North.
Steelers.
I'm going either or.
How many fucking seasons does
You're
Roethlisberger have under his belt?
Ravens.
Right? Like,
that dude's been around playing
So,
football
listen,
longer than I've been
The
alive.
Ravens are going to be trash this year because they have about 13 injured starters.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
So the Ravens, Bengals, Browns,
All right.
Steelers.
Bengals, Steelers.
Browns.
I'll give you Bengals or Steelers.
It's going to be the Steelers, as it always is. The Bengals' defense is awful because they're super old. All their cornerbacks are like in their 30s and getting burnt by all these young, super fast receivers. And the Bengals' offensive line is
I know
terrible.
the game real well. I just can't run
And
anymore.
their like two best defensive players are like suspended the first 3 games.
Dude, I feel like the AFC South is like the easiest division.
Texans, Colts, Jaguars, Titans. They're all coming up though, except for the Jaguars.
I'd say Texans.
Except
I
for the
want Texans
Jaguars,
to
they're
go.
never coming up.
Um,
I would like Texans to win that.
I wouldn't mind seeing the Titans. I like Marcus Mariota. He's pretty good.
JJ Watt.
Giants.
I think
the
the
Mr. West.
I think the Colts would win that one though.
Giants, Eagles for
The
NFC
Colts might
East.
win it, but then Luck is going to throw
All
a
I hear
pick
is
six
your
in the
arm.
last.
I know it's
It's
sticking.
so
It's sticky
sticky.
over here, man. We spilled a lot of drinks.
Stop sweating.
We can
man.
lick it up, dude.
Cowboys, Giants, Eagles, Redskins. That division
I
is
think
always
Giants or Eagles.
It's always a toss up.
Yeah,
I think
I'm going Giants or Eagles.
I'm going Cowboys.
I'll go
I'm gonna go
Giants.
crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna go Giants too.
How the
Giants.
fuck are Giants in that division? I don't understand why they're just like, nah, you go over there now.
Seahawks, NFC West. Cardinals, Rams, 49ers, Seahawks.
Seahawks or Cardinals?
Cardinals.
I'm gonna
Seahawks.
pick Seahawks
I'm
though.
going Seahawks too. Packers.
Yeah, quarterback.
NFC
Bears.
North, Packers.
Bears, Lions, Packers, Vikings.
Packers.
I'm going Lions.
Can I ask you,
All right.
how close do you think the Bears will get to a 50-50?
If the Lions win the Super Bowl, I will shit myself.
You already do every day, man. What are you talking about?
How about you make a bet?
No, I'm good.
You just heard him. He's gonna shit
Falcons.
himself.
NFC
That's
South,
forceful.
Falcons,
Yeah.
Panthers, Saints,
Buccaneers.
Buccaneers.
I think
Falcons.
Panthers.
The Buccaneers are coming up too.
I'm going Falcons still.
I'm gonna go Falcons, but Buccaneers are.
They're
gonna
an
be
established team. They
Well,
know what
what
they're
what
doing.
year was Carolina's amazing like 17-1 or
3
whatever,
years
or
ago?
16
the one when they went to the Super Bowl. And
Was
lost
that
to
2 years
Peyton
ago
Manning.
now? I suppose they
No,
lost.
it wasn't
everybody
last one.
year.
I think it was the one before last year.
2015.
Yes.
Okay, because I say they did they lose all of their defense and everything? What happened to their team? Are they still? You got to help me out, man.
People studied
Well,
them.
They're inconsistent play by Cam Newton. Receivers. I think their defense is still pretty
They
good.
said they had a great season and then they.
I think their offensive line is not so good anymore.
Okay, I guess I don't follow enough teams outside of Wisconsin to really know. Oh yeah, they had a good season 2 years ago. Well,
that was my
2 years
problem
ago,
with
man.
fantasy, man. I was like, all right, I know, like, you know, like the highlight players from.
And that guy's name was on ESPN.
Right, yeah.
I'll pick him.
Other
Oh,
than
is he?
that, like, I
With
was like,
Jake fucking around. He doesn't have too bad of a team though.
Yeah. Well, that's
it's not that bad.
that's all you got. You set it to auto draft and it just helps you out, man. Just.
Well, we did a auction bid, so they had a timer counting down.
and you had
and
to
you
do
had to
something.
bid.
You know Ryan's girlfriend?
Sure.
So I realized that people were just like hitting the $1 bid the second any player.
The people with
any player
on their
came up,
phones?
just hitting it.
If you did it on your phone, you can only bid by $1.
Okay.
So I was like, the second this one goes live, I'm hitting $80 on this one. we were allotted $250. She ended up bidding $81 on it, and everybody was
So-
like, "Don't bid anymore!"
Yeah. it was for Drew Brees. Wasn't it Drew Brees?
Yeah, I think so. She was
So,
so pissed,
like-
dude. She was so mad. Every time any player came up, she's like, "At least you just spent $81."
Like he did 80, and then like your first instinct, you're like, oh, I'm just gonna bid, and there was like a delay because we're all on the same Wi-Fi and using different devices and stuff, and then like
So
She
you're
mu- she
forever
must-
the troll.
she must have hit as soon as it went to 80. She
Oh
must
my
have hit
god,
it.
I bid everybody up.
And then
that was
everyone-
my game.
Everyone was like, don't touch it.
I got fucked once paying way too much for one player that I didn't want, and it was Randall Cobb, so I'm fine.
right?
I
Yeah.
paid like $30 for Randall Cobb. Everybody was like, Jake bid on it, stop bidding, he's fucking with everybody. And I was like, oh man.
But like that's everyone's game though, like because part of the game you're trying to get the players you want, but then making everyone else waste their money
Dude,
on.
Ryan spent like $100 on like 2 players.
He doesn't give a fuck. Like he won the whole thing when he drafted Marshawn Lynch, who was retired last year, and fucking Colin Kaepernick, who didn't even play.
And he won?
He won.
How?
Who do you
I don't
spend
know.
$100 on? Is the question.
I can look that up real quick.
Yeah, it was a process though. People were getting pretty pissed. I was bidding everybody up.
It took almost 3 hours to do this.
That's
draft.
why I can't stand fantasy football is because you got to get a bunch of other people together, and I'm not super.
You don't even
versed in
have to be
sports.
together. We could have just been at home.
But you got to have
Doing
people.
it at the
I mean,
same
you don't want
time.
to do it
You
with
gotta have
random
them together.
strangers. I mean, it's no fun. You want to have bragging rights, right?
That's
After it's done, you want to talk shit to everybody that you won. How much did you put in for your league?
It was $20.
$20.
$20 each.
And we
So
have a trophy
loser
now.
has to pay extra though.
So we have a trophy, and there's a bunch of plaques on it. So then the loser, like the lowest record, has to pay for the winner's engraving.
Okay.
And in addition to the $20 buy.
What's the
Better
league?
than tattoos.
What's the league name?
Not soccer.
Not soccer.
I'll pull up.
I
my,
came up with that name.
Football.
I think.
You think?
Hold on.
What do you think?
With his brain,
I'm
with
trying
the
to-
thing between your ears.
He's trying to figure out who
I'm trying to see.
Ryan spent $100
Yeah,
bucks
$100
on.
on it, yeah. You ever done fantasy football?
Yeah. Actually, I was gonna say this. Like, the first year I played, my quarterback was Drew Brees,
That's my team.
and I actually won the round, or won the thing.
Jameis Winston,
Miami. No, not Miami.
the best quarterback
Tampa Bay.
Darren
Okay.
Sharp.
Darren Sharp.
McCoy. You got Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, didn't play.
Didn't know he's back.
If you scroll
Yep,
down, you
he's
can see
back.
the bench.
Yeah, I'm going to it. T. Hilton, Randall Cobb, Jared Cook, right? S. Watkins,
Sammy Watkins,
S. Diggs,
Stephon Diggs.
49ers,
That's the whole
It's the
team.
49ers.
D. Hopkins.
That doesn't tell me how much.
So, Jay Winston, is he even good?
Jameis, yeah, he's the quarterback for the Buccaneers. He's getting better.
Yeah, he was really good in Alabama, was it? Or no, it was
Pretty sure I
Florida.
also have Andy Dalton, so no worries, boys.
you know,
You do
got-
have
my
Andy
backup.
Dalton.
you got AD.
Yeah, he does. So, Cardinals is your backup with C. Fleener?
Fleener. You're gonna
Flanner?
leave Fleener to one E man? Come on, Fleener.
Z. Jones?
Mr. Jones.
Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones.
And
What
A.
is Dr.
Some of the
Jones?
lower bench players are some just random ass names.
Yeah, they look
Random
like they
dude.
just came out of high school because
So,
they're wearing
I think-
suits and ties and
I
shit.
think that's college.
High school players
it?
can get drafted too.
I think you have to do a year of college now to play in the NFL,
Really?
right?
I'm pretty sure he spent $100 on Rodgers and Le'Veon Bell.
That's not bad choices though. Was that last year's? Because
No,
Bell
that's
had a.
this year.
Was it this year?
But I mean, that's you only get $250 for your whole team.
Yeah. Well, you can't just auto draft a whole team when you're done. Doesn't it fill in all the rest of the positions?
It's you can't bid past $1 for each player. So like it saves $1 for however many people or however many spaces you
So
still
if you
need to
spent
fill.
$100, then if you for a
Spent
full
$200,
what is it,
you still
53 man
have-
roster, you have to have 52 in reserve.
It's not a full 53 though. It's what
No, it's
15 or something
Something
like that.
So like, it gives you like, let's say you have your whole 250. It only lets you bid. Your maximum bid would be like 235.
Sure.
So you have enough for the rest of your team.
I played
But you would
fantasy
have to
football
wait.
once, and I
you would have
wasn't
to
even
wait
paying
till like
attention.
the very end round when people are spending $1 or $2 on players.
I was
Get the
doing
rest
what
of your
Ryan
team.
was, and I was just like picking a dude, and then the rest of it was auto draft. I did all right. Actually, I did not lose, so I was good. Actually, I'm a wizard at the
You're
fucking.
a wizard, Harry.
I'm a fucking wizard, Harry, at the like choose a number for the ending score of the game and put in $10 and win the pot. I win that shit all the time. I'm like, and it's the stupidest number, like 2, you know, or 7. Like who the fuck, you know? It's just random ass numbers that don't even, you know, or like 0. Like who the fuck is a 0 at the end of a game? And I get that all the time. I always win. And I always just bet on the Packers, so it's the way to go. Like the Packers will win with an ending score of 2. Oh, hey, $100.
Go Bengals.
No, fuck Bengals.
Go Pack, go!